Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a makeup tutorial, clearly because I don't walk around looking like one eye done and one eye not done, but I'm going to be showing you this eye look right here using the new Urban Decay Vice Limited Reloaded palette that I actually just uploaded a review for, so hopefully you guys check that out. If not, I will link it down below, talking about all about this palette and the reasons why I actually am really loving it. So I wanted to then turn around and give you guys a tutorial right away using this new palette. So this is the completed look right here. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and show you how to achieve this look. Alright guys, so first I've already gone ahead off camera and primed my eyes. I'm using MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly, and I mentioned this in my review as well, but I think it's key with these eyeshadows to use a more tacky eye primer, not a liquidy eye primer like the actual Urban Decay one or like the Lorac one. I think using something like a paint pot or even a glitter glue is going to make these eyeshadows perform better and help you with fallout, because it's just going to kind of stick onto that eye primer and just really help extend the wear and then not have as much fallout. So definitely use a tackier eye primer. And then for the first shade that I'm just going to put all over the eyelid to set that primer we went in with is I'm going to go in with this really nice cream shade, which is Anonymous in the palette. And then I'm just going to pack that all over the lid. And you can be super sloppy with this because we're going to go in with tons of colors. We're just using this as the base to set everything so everything blends together really nicely. Okay, so going in with a fluffy brush, I'm using my Sigma E40. We're going to go in with our transition shade, which is this shade right here, which is called Aced. And this is just a really, really nice light brown transition shade. And these do have quite a bit of kick up, so you just have to kind of blow on your palette, and then I always tap off the excess as well. And then we are just gonna put this in the crease and use windshield wiper motions and go back and forth. You can add some circular motions in there as well, but I mostly just do back and forth motions. And then you can see how it created a really nice little color in our crease. I really like that color. It's a really nice transition color. They did a really good job with that and having this one in the palette. Okay, so now we are going to go in, and I'm using a flat shader brush, and this is from MAC. I believe it's a 242 brush, and this is a really nice brush for packing on any kind of shadows that have a lot of shimmer in them. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is this shade right here, which is Smog, and so we're going to pick that all up and then just pack that all over the lid. And this color does really build up nicely. So you could go on with one layer right here, and it's just a really nice light brown color, or you can continue to pack it on like I'm going to. And this is one of the shadows that potentially could have like a little fallout like I did right there, but overall, as long as you tap off the excess on, you know, the corner of the palette or a table or something, you're really not going to have a ton of fallout. So that is definitely the key, just tapping it off as you go. So at this point, I've probably put maybe 3 layers on. And then this last little layer, since there's not, I mentioned this in the review, there's not a lot of good crease colors in this palette. It's the one thing I think that is lacking. I will take my flat shader brush and turn it on its side and go a little bit higher than that crease, so that I'm kind of creating that color that I normally would have put in the crease. And I think it still looks good overall. On this side, you can see, like, you can't tell that I'm really using this shimmery shade, so I think it turns out really nicely. And then one more time, I'm going to put it on my brush, and then I am going to spray it with MAC Fix Plus, and this is just really going to intensify those shadows and make them more pigmented and just more metallic looking. So I really like doing that with a shade like this and just making it a lot more intense. So now you can see that I really intensified the look a little bit. Okay, so now for the fun little pop of color. As you can see, I have the gold color in the center on this eye. We're going to go in with the shade Gold Mine, which is gorgeous. This is one of my favorite shades in the palette that I have not been able to stop wearing, and I've worn this to work, and I think it's just really pretty. And I'm actually surprised at how much I like it, because I just never would have thought I liked this really yellow gold color, but I think it's gorgeous. So we are now going to just tap this only on the center of our lid, and I will take it up to the crease as well, but we're only going to stay in this center color, in this center area. So there we go. So this was the second layer, and now on the third layer on my brush, again, I'm gonna spray it with MAC Fix Plus, just so that we intensify that gold color and really make it metallic looking. Oh, I love when you put MAC Fix Plus on stuff. It just really intensifies the eyeshadows and makes them come to life. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with, on the other side of my brush, that Smog shade, and we're just gonna clean up the edge and then on the center, or the inner corner of our eye where some of that gold might have gotten into, that we wanna go back in and add that brown color. Okay, now with a small precision dome brush, this is a Morphe 321. I'm gonna go in with the shade Twice Baked. So I'm gonna go in with Twice Baked because this is the closest color to something that I would put normally in the outer crease, like a darker brown. And then this one is definitely one that you need to tap off the excess because it does have some chunkier glitters. And so I'm gonna put this on the top of my crease, and then with a little bit more, I'm also gonna kind of make this like backwards L shape, if that makes sense. Like, and then we are gonna blend it out. So I think using a little precision brush like this really helps to concentrate that color where we want it and then not get those sparkles all over the place. And then you can make this, you know, as dark as you want if it's a night out, or lighter if it was just like an everyday look. But I think it's a really pretty look. And so now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with an even smaller little precision brush. This is a Morphe E36. Now we're gonna go in with my favorite shade in the palette, which is this light lilac purple color that's called Asphyxia. And we are gonna take that underneath the lower lash line. I think you can hardly tell, but like from far away, it just gives you a really nice pop of color. So I really like this purple. I've been using this nonstop every day with whatever look I've been doing in this palette because it's so gorgeous and it just gives you a really nice pop of color because, as you know, like with correctors and stuff, purples brighten and really bring to life your face. So underneath the eye, it makes it really nice. Obviously, if you wanted a more dramatic look or something, you could use a darker purple or go in with a typical brown or something if you wanted a smoky eye. But I think these colors together, the purple, the brown, and the gold, are really cool and they are just really, really pretty. So this one you can build up, again, as much as you want, however bright, but I think like this brightness is really pretty. I think it's a little hard to tell on camera, but in person you can see the purple and just, it really opens up your eyes and I think it's super cute. So now going back in with that anonymous shade we started off with, I'm gonna use this as my underneath the brow bone highlight, and then I will also take it kind of in the inner corner of my eye for some brightening effects there as well. So there we go. So now I'm going to put on my eyeliner. And I'm using the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Eyeliner. One of my favorite eyeliners. I switch off and on between this and the Kat Von D Trooper one. I just think it's really easy to use. Super black. And it's definitely like my go-to eyeliner during the week. It's so easy to use. There we go. So now for the first coat of mascara, I'm going to be using this CoverGirl the Super Sizer mascara. I really like this as doing my first coat of mascara because you'll see the wand, really perfect for combing out those eyelashes, and then I also like to use it on my lower lash line. So it really combs them out and helps to lengthen them. So I really, really like this mascara for lengthening and combing out and spreading them out. And then you'll see I go in next with a more volumizing mascara. And now for that volumizing mascara, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, and I'm in the shade Carbon Black. I love this mascara. It's so volumizing, and it's very, very dark. So I love this stuff as well. So I really like this I really like this mascara combination lately because it's really lengthening and really volumizing, and I feel like you totally can't even tell that I'm wearing drugstore mascaras. Like, I think they do an amazing job together. Alright guys, this is the completed look. I hope you like this up close and personal makeup tutorial, seeing just how I achieved the eye look. Let me know down in the comment section if you enjoyed this type of tutorial, or if you still want to see full face makeup tutorials, or if you liked me kind of putting in some of these tutorials where we only focus on the eyes so that I can really tell you what I'm doing and the techniques that I'm using. So let me know if you like one or the other better, or if you still want to see a combination of both. But I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I'm in love with this palette, and there's so many great looks you can do with it, so I'm sure I'll be doing some more as well because I'm so inspired by that palette. But I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and if you ever recreate this look, go ahead and send me a picture or something on my social media accounts. I will leave those down below because I would love to see the looks that you guys recreate. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye!